Hi guys, Amar here. So I've got a very interesting update on Trading Busters. Now, I had a very popular video on Trading Busters. It was just kind of my review on kind of how their protocol works and all of that. And I got a copyright strike from Trading Busters. I'm not sure why I would absolutely be appealing that, but I thought, you know what? They've done that. I don't like to get bullied around by people who, for whatever reason, think that they have, that they can just file copyright claims or something that absolutely does not matter. So here, let's jump right into it again. So video removed from YouTube, Trading Buster scam or legit. I thought it was a pretty good, system that they have. I won't again maybe go into too many details here on this video, but I will show you exactly kind of, my own kind of, let's just say, overall review without getting into, any kind of, I guess any kind of like nitty gritty details, right? Let's try not to upset them too much. So Trading Busters, yeah. I have not used their services. I have definitely gotten access to their trading strategy, which is right here. So if I go to services, so this is that person over here. And apparently people tell me, again, YouTube is very, very, I'm sure when I post this video, I'm going to get a lot of comments on people who are very pro trading busters. And that's great. I've never used them, but this is kind of how it works. So they have a prop trading formula, which is 750 bucks. And then they charge $247 for their Forex swing signals or their buster signals, right? So, depending on, I guess, whatever instrument that you want to trade. Now, I'm not a big proponent of using signals. My approach is always that, you should absolutely learn how to trade yourself and, and kind of like learn the approach and have the discipline to actually do it yourself, right? Manually or automated, but do it yourself. Don't rely on anyone else, right? Whatever they tell you. So this person has been essentially, he's not exactly trading you teaching at all in prop trading formula. He's just teaching you a very interesting method on how you can get a prop trading account, and then you have to then trade it yourself, a live account. That's not what he teaches you in prop trading formula. This is just a loophole to say, to put to keep it simple. It is just a loophole where you can get a funded account. Honestly, it's much better just to do it yourself, trade it yourself, and actually get it. But hey, I completely understand. Some people, might need these kind of tips and tricks in order to, on how to get an actual live account. Problem is, how do you keep a live account once you get it, right? Because there are great stats which say that even if you get a live funded account, you probably will blow it before your second payout, right? Most of the time, about like 95% of the time. So for that, you actually need a strategy that actually works. Now, this is where he probably will make a lot of his money, is in these swing signals and trading signals. And hey, if it's working out, that's absolutely fantastic. So let's jump right into it. There are different ways that you can get access to to his type of system. Of course, I always recommend going to the actual website of the creator itself and getting it from there. But for a lot of people who do not have $750 in order to test out a strategy, or like all that kind of stuff, then there are other sources which you can absolutely use in order to potentially get access to different kind of systems and all of that stuff. Right now they're available online. In one of my videos, I even kind of like mentioned a couple of sources which are very, very popular. All you have to do essentially is just going to type in the name, type in exactly what it is, and more than likely you will kind of find out exactly kind of where to get these type of courses. But yeah, I highly recommend this. In his thing itself, what he says here, you'll get funded 100% with the system. He's not necessarily wrong if you follow his approach, whatever he is saying here. But what I don't like about the money that you're going to spend is that it's not teaching you an actual trading system. So here you are going to get a live account, right? A funded account, which is based on trading. He's teaching you how to get that as a loophole, but not actually teaching you how to trade. Then you have to then subscribe to a service signal, one of his signal services and all that stuff, and then fork over a lot more money in order to continue trading, trading that way. I find that's a little bit. I, I'm not a big fan of the way that his business model is done. Apparently, he has a trading strategy that he teaches in his own native language, which apparently he will at some point convert to English and then teach you as well. I'm not sure how good that is, to be quite honest. I haven't heard anything, but if it was that good, I would assume he would then just put it into one of his formulas and just kind of like and give you an upsell on that. But again, I could be wrong. Maybe his system is pretty good. So again, different ways that you can actually potentially get access to a dated version of whatever's courses. Maybe it's been updated since you can find it at other places online. But if you can't, I absolutely recommend you try it out. I haven't heard anything necessarily wrong about the guy. I just don't like the way the business practice is done, or what he's actually teaching is just more like a trick essentially. I think Nirav Vadera from G7FX would agree with me completely. I have his review and I'll link it up here as well, that when it comes down to trading, you actually want to try and learn how to trade for yourself rather than relying on these, on these signals and services, and there's so many of them, right? I mean, this guy's just one of them. There's like, services on Telegram. There's so much, and I'll kind of, go down the line and kind of review. If you just check out some of my recent videos, you'll even see some of those kind of like, videos on there, which with services which might even potentially provide you with signals. But there are an infinite number of places where you can get signals from. I'll do another video, like, my next video, where I'll actually go through another site, like, another one of our, let's just say, our secret sources, and I'll kind of break down what other avenues you have in order to get those signals for, for potentially cheap. But yeah, I definitely wanted to create this video. Like, again, I'm not sure why Trading Busters is a bit sensitive about, about these topics, right? I mean, if they claim to be as open as they are, then they should allow reviews of, of how their courses are, right? Absolutely, I think that's absolutely fair. I never share anything about what the actual course is. That just sounds like ridiculous, right? I don't have the time to do that as well in a 10-minute video. Much better that you can, I show you the sources, show you what it is, and then you can go and try it out for yourself. So again, let me know in the comments below, have you tried Trading Busters? How much you love them? Like, do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? I personally, again, feel that yes, listen, trading is an avenue for people to make money. I realize that a lot of people just want to use it like, like a gambling system or like a betting system, where they just get picks every day, and then they trade whatever the picks are coming up. Absolutely fine and good. I've made far more money learning how to trade and actually doing it in a simple way, rather than, I mean, there are different ways you can do it, right? Like, in just like anything else in life, you don't have to make things complicated, but absolutely learn the skill set. Because if you don't have the skill set, then you're always at the beck and call of whoever the service provider is, and and you can never make as much money as a true service provider, because that person is actually using his skill sets to make that type of money, right? And he's just giving you bits and pieces, morsels, if you will, right? Like, but not the full meal. You'll never get the full meal until and unless you can actually learn how to trade for yourself. Then you can start moving towards calling yourself an actual trader, and and going there. Stuff like this doesn't really impress me that much. It doesn't matter how good the service is, unless the guy's actually providing some type of value, where he's actually actually teaching everyone. Then this is nothing more than just a betting system, a gambling system, a kind of like more like, a signal provider for anything, right? Whether it's horse betting, football, etc., right? All he's doing is giving you picks, right? Essentially, that's like, in a nutshell. But that's fine for, for a lot of people who love trading signals. Go for it, right? I mean, like I said, this guy's not one of them. There's so many signal providers, but that's just kind of my own thing. So here, I'm putting this video up again. I'm definitely going to be finding out exactly kind of what happened with my my previous video, and I'm going to be like absolutely like arguing the case. And hopefully I win. If not, I will see you from another channel in another video. But please leave your comments below. Let me know, what you think about, what do you think about this? What do you think about kind of my opinions, and whether, if you've signed up for it, whether you love it or not. Last time I put a video up, I had a lot of supporters of this guy. I don't know who has the money to spend like 300, $400 every 3 months for signals, or $500 if you combine the two. But hey, all power to you. If it's working out, continue doing exactly what you're doing, because at the end of the day, we're all in trading to make some type of money daily, right? To pay your expenses, pay your bills, etc. And if this guy is doing it for you, perfect. But I want to be very clear as to what exactly this is, right? Like, that is kind of my entire goal with this YouTube channel, is not to be bullied around by anyone, hiding behind whatever they're hiding behind. I want to, give you guys a true realistic view as to kind of what things, where you can, what is actually behind the curtain and what's actually going on, without revealing, of course, anything about anything about the system itself, just to let you know that this is a loophole system. It's not a trading system. And you can take it for what it is. And if you look through my video, I already showed you the sources where you can get those. You're going to get yourself like a demo copy and just see if it works for you. And if it does, then absolutely sign up for the full course over here, and take it from there. And please let me know in the review below, or in the comments below, what you think. All right, thank you very much, and I will see you in my next video.